Hello, and welcome to another Dokkan Battle video. We have a red alert. The second teaser for the worldwide download celebration is live. This was actually posted by the JP version this time instead of the global version. The global version did tweet out at the exact same time as the JP version this time, but it was for Topo's like ticket banner or whatever. But we do have the second teaser. I'm going to play it for you guys, and I don't want you to freak out right away, but I think it basically confirms of a little bit of our suspicions. I'm just saying, I think we know what it is now. If you didn't notice, that is a green aura atop a building. That is very clearly green, with lightning striking in the background. Haha, funny, they put the Dokkan advertisement in the background. I don't think this advertisement means anything. It's literally just like, I think that's AGL UI super attack, right? Or something. But yeah, there's blue cow cannon, and then there's that. But that is a green aura in the dark night sky with lightning striking in the background. There is two things that come to my mind immediately. I do think that the lightning is important. Let me bring up the main thing, because we still have those Suspirious Nimbus clouds in the back. So let me just bring up the one thing it makes me think about. And that is the moment in which DKP summons Shenron. I think this was deliberate. Look at the sky here with the lightning striking. And the green aura and the shining on top of the building. Does this not look like this? Even with the lightning striking in the background and everything. This looks like when DKP got the Dragon Balls, was able to do that. Obviously, he's not doing it in the middle of a goddamn field. But remember that he did this, and then he went over to go take over the whatever the hell, the place, the like random city, right? That he went and took over. Sorry if I'm confused at all. Like, the world tournament is still actively going on, so I'm like actively participating in the world tournament right now, trying to get the rewards done and the missions done. So I'm a bit frantic, and then this just dropped like out of nowhere. So it's kind of stuttering, and also we do kind of still see in the background. That is very clearly what appears to be something flying in a direction that looks very obviously like the Nimbus, and then they finally finish with the glowing light at the top of this building with the lightning. I don't know about y'all, but me personally, this 100% seems like what Truth's idea of what the hint was yesterday, of both Tien and Kid Goku racing towards where Demon King Piccolo is at, so that they can go fight Demon King Piccolo, right? Because if you don't know, after DKP wishes to become young again, he conquers that town. That is after basically Tien and Master Roshi and Chaozu get basically folded. They get folded by DKP while Tien is asleep in the cave. And then once Tien wakes up, he's like, I gotta go help them. And then he goes off to where DKP is. And then same thing with Kid Goku, right? He does the same thing on the Nimbus. Tien is on in a spaceship, like one of Bulma's ships. And that kind of, like, if you see, this is very clearly really yellow, right? And then this one is more white. And you can see that they're going in opposite directions, right? Meaning that they are probably going to the center spot, which is obviously where this is, right? And this is very clearly a part of Tokyo, by the way. As you can see, Tokyo here. They're very clearly heading towards that same center location in the middle. So I think that this is very clearly, in my personal opinion, this is a DKP hint. Obviously, the green aura is synonymous with Broly, but DKP also kind of has like a greenish aura. So I could easily see this being him. That could also be the glow from the Dragon Balls, right? This is very in line with what we're going on with. And I think the choice of the sky plus the lightning is very adamant, very intentional, because this looks like how Shenron is described to be showing up when you summon him in Dragon Ball, right? This looks exactly like that. So my guess at this current point in time is that's a DKP hint. And with the fact that yesterday also kind of seemed like a DKP hint, I think it's DKP. That is also partially in line with the fact that we know that the LR Goku and Piccolo from the Dead Zone movie, that unit is scheduled to EZA sometime soon. So I mean, if they EZA during the countdown, and we have countdown related to stuff like between Goku and Piccolo and like their whole like arc together. That would be really cool, really make a whole lot of sense. I don't know what they would do for a part 2 for DKP, right? No idea. Actually, you know what they could do, right? Is what they could do, right? Is part 1 Kid Goku versus DKP, part 2 make it Lord Slug, right? Give us like a joint. Like you can either give us like a Piccolo that standbys into like the fall Super Saiyan Goku or something, and then a Lord Slug. They could do that. I think that would be fine. That would give DKP a really good linking partner. Remember that DKP, this LR itself, the next World Tournament we get will be the EZA for this DKP, so you don't have to worry about a potential like Dokkan Fest LR DKP not having a partner, right? Because he's going to have not only this, but potentially even a Lord Slug that could come along with him. I think would work really, really well because Lord Slug is literally just DKP, but in the movie, right? So, again, that's my personal guess based off purely what we're seeing in this trailer. If we look down, right, the list here, again, people are saying, is that DKP? Is that Kid Goku on the Nimbus? Because that's a very, very clear Nimbus. Someone being like, okay, the lighting is green, that's probably Broly, which I think makes sense, right? Broly, again, he is synonymous with that green aura, so I guess, yeah, sure, why not? We're not even going to talk about that. So, yeah, it seems that people are pretty convinced that it's either going to be Broly, because of the fact that that was a green aura, or DKP. I am personally in the DKP territory. I mean, just look at this, right? I think this is this not from the... Oh, no, that's Sandpod Broly. Yeah, no, I don't think that's the case. I think that is very clearly this, basically, where he summons the dragon, right? It looks like this scene. I'm not gonna. I don't think I can play it without getting copyrighted, but that looks more kind of like the scene where Demon King Piccolo actually does use the Dragon Balls than it does Broly, anything from Broly. The only thing that I could see being kind of like Broly is like this kind of thing here, where like it's the same kind of aura and the same kind of sky background, but that happens kind of in space, and DKP happens like on Earth, so I think it makes a little bit more sense for it to DKP, and I don't think that Broly has any ties to the two flying objects going in different directions, right? So my personal pick right now is that part 1 is probably DKP and Kid Goku, which is really, really exciting for me specifically. I recently went through with one of my buddies and we watched, we were doing a rewatch of Dragon Ball to honor Toriyama, right? So we did the entirety of Dragon Ball. We're currently on the Buu saga, I believe, and we haven't done it in a while. He's off getting engaged and shit, like a progressing adult, and we're over here talking about Dokkan battle content at 11 p.m., right? So, personally, I think that this is DKP stuff, right? And DKP was a really, really, really good arc. I loved it. It was such a fun time. Kid Goku was an absolute menace the entire arc. They did a really good rendition of it at the beginning of the 23rd World Tournament DLC for Kakarot, right? So I easily could see us getting this. This is one of the best like fights in the entirety of Dragon Ball. So I could very easily see this being a DKP thing. And I think it would do really, really, really well. A lot of people think it's either Broly or DKP, and I agree. I think 100% DKP and Kid Goku. That is my guess. That is my final. That is the straw that I'm putting into the basket. Right. I think personally DKP. Now I don't know currently what other people are saying besides what's on this because I don't want to like raw dog Twitter. Right. Let me see if the truth is awake because he should be awake. Right. He's been grinding the World Tournament. No, he's just talking about Goblin Glizzies. Okay, that's not helpful at all. But yeah, so there's that. We did see the V-Jump, and the V-Jump wasn't really helpful at all. There was a ticket on the V-Jump scan. Actually, we'll go to the Truth's Twitter, actually. It should be underneath him talking about Goblin Glizzies. And we can show the Twitter. The ticket, right, which last year was blue and pink, looked a lot like the same colors for... like Vegito, basically, right? And this one, you can kind of see it looks a little green, right? If you remove the filter, it looks like the text is green. So, obviously, green is a big thing here. Who are the two big green things, right? You got Broly's aura and you got DKP. But I 100% think it's going to be related to this kind of scene here. Basically, exactly this, right? Exactly this. I think it'd be really cool. I think it'd be really fun. That's my personal opinion. Do let me know what you guys think this teaser means in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.